Hello mabuhay, ako si Lexus.
At ako naman si Edward. Welcome to Newly Single Titos Podcast.
Yeah! Episode 1!
Pilot episode,
finally.
Hello mabuhay, everyone.
Hello mabuhay. Kami ang Newly Single Titos and kami ay newly single na tito dahil... Edward?
Well, we both just got out of relationship recently. Ako 5 months ago.
5 months ago. Ako a month and a half, magto 2. A month and a while. Yeah. And how long yung relationship mo, Edward, bago siya natapos?
It was 3 years and almost 4 years actually. I would actually count it 4 years na rin. Ikaw, on the other hand, is a bit more...
Yeah. Akin was 10 years. Well, again, 9 years technically, but para mas cool sa kwento, onti na lang eh.
No,
10 years na
10 years yun, 10 years.
10 years na yun, 10 years.
10 years yun.
Alright. So, how is it like? Yung 3-year relationship mo? Like, paano kayo, yung brief summary, paano kayo nagkita? How was it? Those 3 years.
Sobrang weird. Madaming taong would think na parang what? Naging sila? Like kasi we started as we started a relationship in a long distance relationship. So I'm in Melbourne and she's still back in the Philippines in Manila. And then basically we met each other in friend of friends, basically. But we did not connect before then. Until nandito na ako. Weird nga eh. Na parang it took me...
Kailan lumayo ka?
Oo. Sobra. It took me at least 3 years or 4 years before to actually message her or talk to her.
Nandyan ka na sa Australia?
Oo. So, that was basta... matagal. Nandito na ako before kami magkaroon ng meaningful conversations.
Chats.
It was a while. Right. And then yun, naging constant lang kami nag-uusap every day, just updating. And then we just realized na we're actually updating each other about our lives and
every day constantly.
Diba? Gapon pa na akong work.
Kumbaga, nagkaka-developan. That's the term, I think.
Oo, yeah, basically. And then ayun, parang doon na nagkaroon na parang, so, ano pala tayo?
Ayun.
Oo, ano pala tayo? And then, yun na, hanggang sa parang nagkaroon kami ng label, na pag-usapan namin yung future and all. And, yeah, it was, it was long, pero for me, it was sad that it had to come to an end. Kasi we both wanted the same thing. It's just that our circumstances are just different from each other.
Stars can align, kumbaga.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, parang I'd love for us to be here in Melbourne, pero she couldn't leave her life in the Philippines. So it was a mutual mutual decision.
But at least now you guys are cool with each other.
Yeah, we're actually good friends.
That's good.
We still talk to each other. From time to time, checking in. Parang pag may nakitang story, interesting story.
React
lang, ganun. Parang, uy!
Step 1.
Waving emoji, ganun.
Buti ka nun.
Oo, it was a good breakup, basically.
It was a good breakup. That's good.
Ikaw, Lex, yours is more, like you said, 10-year relationship. There's surely a lot happened.
More stuff
within
going
10
on.
Years.
Well, I think the best way to explain it, how we started, was college sweethearts. Like, I met her first week of first year college. And then, crush na agad. And then, nagka-developan agad. Na parang, sige, let's just find out each other as we go on. Parang ganun siya. And then, what? It's a very, very long time of a lot of her every day. Talagang, every adventure, every ups and downs of life, talagang kami yung magkadikit partners, really. And then,
that was 10 years, man. Like,
that was 10 years, man. Like,
you have
naging bata kami, tumanda kami magkasama. We had to graduate together. We had to think about looking for work together. We had to think about managing each other's work, kung paano kami magsasama. Then and also, syempre, the mature stuff of financial stability. Anong plano natin sa future? Do we get married? And ano dapat ang mga nakaset before we get married? The house, the family, the names of the kids. It's all there, kumbaga. So, but, eventually, trust issues started coming up. And then, yun nga, medyo, trust issues, they're not easy. Diba?
No,
and then
never.
Parang, ako ang mindset ko is, okay, they have trust issues. From both sides, really. Even on my side, I've had my bads. Pero, yeah, parang, hindi na lang kami nag-heal from it. Parang, we would heal from it. A trust issue happening will happen. We go back to square one. Ako, ang mindset ko is, still, that's you. I wanna fix it. Ikaw yan eh. Mahal ko yung tao eh. Ganun. And then, we fix it. But eventually, by the very end, I found out that she cheated. Like a photo of her and another guy in a place I don't know with a set of friends na hindi ko rin kilala. So parang, my gosh, akala mo kilala yung tao. Akala mo kilala yung, it's 10 years, dude. Akala mo kilala mo yung tao talaga. And then, that happens, parang how are you ready for that? You're never ready for that. Kahit sabi mo nagka-trust issues kami and naging planning kami for years na sino ka-text niya, sino kasama niya. Pag umalis ba siya, is she doing something na hindi ko gusto? I mean, planning ako because of trust issues. But again, when I found out that very moment na I saw a picture of her and another guy, parang you're not ready for that. Though kahit inintay mo siya, kasi planning ka na nga.
No one's ever gonna be ready for that.
Oh, but dude, it's the pain.
No, I understand.
But really, I wouldn't really say it was a bad. It's weird eh. Parang we broke up really well. Okay, we went back to the place kung saan kami naging kami. After I found out what happened. And then we sat when nung sinagot niya ako. Doon yun eh, sa pwesto na yun eh. Kung saan niya ako sinagot. Then I held her hand and then I told her, for the last time, we pray. And then we prayed. And then I just really prayed na thanks that this happened. The ending might have sucked, but at least the whole thing, there were good stuff, diba?
Yes.
We had fun. We had
you learned
lessons.
a lot.
We had meaningful life things going on. Yeah, I mean, and then I was thankful for that. And parang we asked the Lord lang din na this next part, we're not together. Na parang pinagkilala mo kami, pero this next part, hindi na kami, and that's gonna suck. So I hope we do good, parang ganun. And then really, it's my way of saying na, okay, it's a mutual decision. I won't lash out, be angry, punch the wall or whatever. Parang, okay, let's end properly. And then I took her home after that. And that was it. The one after, that's kinda yung parang bad breakup feeling.
I was leading up to that din eh. I was gonna say, where are you guys at now? Like, are you guys talking?
Now, talagang totally
friends on Facebook.
No comms. Hindi ko siya in-unfriend or block or whatever kasi parang if anything, parang let me face this. Kahit makita ko yung post mo or whatever.
Mm-mm.
Let me face this. Pero apparently, she blocked me, friends, and family then. I don't know her reason behind that. Kung she wants to disconnect lang talaga or she couldn't face what she did or whatever.
Yeah.
Pero
sorry,
right now, no
I'm smiling kasi kasi I'm part of it. Kasi I experience ko siya. I'm not smiling because I'm happy for it, but like
you're part of it. Na-block ka din.
Na-block din ako eh.
And then no communications talaga until right now. Ngayon humahabol yung galit actually.
Right.
And you know, galit isn't known to be a negative feeling, right? Na huwag kang magalit or anything, but really isn't being angry parang just your mind telling you na uy, may masamang nangyari. This is me telling you, warning you, di ba? So parang in a way kinapitan ko siya na okay, if this is how I'm gonna see my self-worth, na I didn't deserve that stuff that happened to me, then maybe kung galit nagsasabi nun sa akin, edi pagkakapitan ko yun. And then yun yung lumalamang ngayon kasi parang I did all the proper breakup stuff. Properly ko siya binitawan, properly ko siya iniwan or hindi man iniwan because we both decided on it. Pero ngayon yung parang shucks, di ako naka-express ng galit. Parang ganun yung pakiramdam. And yun yung parang lumabas. So I think going back to us, I think that's something na how is that like? How is a good breakup like? And how is a bad breakup like? So kaya rin ngayon, kayo,
I think
good breakup kayo, friends kayo, di ba? And hindi ba siya awkward? Like talking to each other knowing na in the past you guys had history?
I think it has sometimes na awkward din. Na, although hindi naman kami magkausap every day. There was a time then I keep messaging her then like not recently but like after namin mag-break up like 2 weeks 3 weeks after I kept messaging her, I think it's just a part of my healing na parang because it all happened like very quickly galing akong work, I got home and then I was messaging her and it was just feels very different. And you know that something's coming up. And then, and I asked her, like, are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? Sabi niya, sige, mamaya na lang. Okay. So, I let it pass. And then, a couple of hours later, madaling araw na to dito sa Australia. Like about 3 a.m., 2 a.m.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Anyway, she opened up, I think the most pressing issue that she wants to get across was, nasaan na tayo. Nasaan na tayo of, we did have plans, we'll get married, we'll get married when we have our own house na, we'll have kids, dito kami titira, dito sila mag-aaral, and all that, just like what you guys said, in that 10-year relationship. Pero ours was very clear, and we have our timeline then. Pero since given our situation, I'm from Melbourne and she's about 2,000-3,000
LDR
kilometers away. It made it very hard. Nung una I was like, I think kaya naman like we lasted almost 4 years with LDR setup. Pero
love
in the end, oo, sobra. Pero in the end, I think it all falls down into how anong plano ninyo, di ba? Parang are you still on track on that plan? Because what happened was, I go home once a year for a month, 3 weeks to a month, and then I'll go back to Australia, and then it'll be another 8-9 months until I get back. Para akong sumasakay ng barko, parang ganun.
Seaman.
Parang seaman. And then, I think she just got tired of that setup. Na parang, I'll go home, we'll be together. She'll go through that, hurt phase na alis ka na naman, you're going away again, you're maging malayo na tayo sa isa't isa. I think just the thought of that, another 2 more years of that until we actually settle down. I think that took a toll on her. And then on my point then, na parang, I think, if we stay in that relationship, I think it would be a little bit unfair for her. Na parang, she did it, it's para bang I'm taking away the opportunity or the privileges of being a girlfriend because I'm not there to pick her up from work. I'm not there to bring her out on those late night dinner di kami makapag-date ng once a week, parang ganon. So that feeling of having or experience of having a physical boyfriend, I think it's a bit unfair for me to take that away from her. And it's been 4 years, and I don't see us being together, like settling down for the next 2 years or so. So
shout out sa mga LDR that kind of make it work. O galing nila.
I'm not saying na hindi mag-work ang LDR. I think it all depends on all your circumstances and all. She had her stuff like family wise, career wise, back home in the Philippines, and I do have my my own life din dito sa Australia na I just couldn't throw away. So the only that's the only logical thing to do, na parang it sucks, pero I think we to be able to move on, I think we need to
pero
move
buti
on
siya,
separate ways.
buti mutual understanding siya na okay, things just didn't work.
But yun yung I think was the misconception from some people na hindi okay naman pala breakup ninyo. But that's for me that's the hardest bit na
yung gano'n, na wala ka lang magawa.
Oo, yung wala namang may problema sa amin. Parang wala naman third party, wala naman loko, walang pagsisinungaling. Wala okay kami. Like, if nasa isang lugar lang kami talaga and our circumstances are, in a better position, we would have been, a good couple. Pero, yun nga, na parang, dahil nag-break kayo, because of, uncontrollable reasons, it just sucks. It was masakit for me.
Mas masakit.
Mas masakit. It's harder to move on from it. Kasi, like, I'll be honest, 5 months later, like, which is now, I still think about her. There'll be days na umaga pa lang na parang, wala. Diba? Parang, wala mo akong ginawa.
Pero, may I, get it clear, you miss her.
Oo naman.
As, like, siya. No. I mean, you miss her and not just having a partner around.
Oh, yes. I do. It's both ways. I miss having a partner around. I miss having someone to talk to. But yes, I do miss her then. Na siya yun Di ba sabi ko nga, di ba, when we broke up, you were one of the first people to know, and sinabi ko talaga na, I really can't see myself with any other person besides from her. Obviously that was the time, and still somewhat the case, but it's different. It's different now, definitely.
It's different now. So that means a good breakup doesn't mean it's the less painful one then.
I think good breakup would be keeping keeping both prides, like
na mas gumaan yung pakiramdam after the breakup.
Oo, na parang okay, yes, it sucks. Pero it was more of a I think I need, I think I have more time now for myself. I think I have I think I have more time to focus on my personal development, career development. And then, like I said before, na baka nga alam mo, somewhere, a cliche phrase of every breakup, you know. Well, malay mo, kung tayo talaga, in the future, di ba,
Yeah.
hindi mo masabi.
People say that, yeah.
Yeah, people say that, pero, you know, well, meron iba dyan, Lex, di ba, na talagang they broke up, but after a few years later, like a long time later, they
Like a
got
long
back together.
time, super long time.
Yeah.
I know people, yeah. So I think yun ang opposite naman sa akin. Yeah, maybe I have the bad breakup side, pero since I have such a strong reason for the breakup, even if it's for a bad reason na sobrang sakit nung pangyayari, breaking up from that and leaving the person that's capable of hurting you like that, parang mas magaan, actually. And actually, when she told me the worst and admitted the worst, parang hindi ako umiyak after. That was the weird part. I was expecting it, actually. I was expecting to yell and all that. Pero parang, okay, at least lahat ng kapraningan ko, lahat ng hinala ko, tama. So, may rason ako. And yung galit na to, yeah, it's a reaction for that reason. Pero, parang may rason tong yung decision na to. May rason tong nangyayari sa buhay ko na hindi na siya. So yeah, I miss a lot of stuff. So much. Like, I miss having a partner around. I miss yung random na gagawa kayo ng pagkain in the midnight. Yung deep convos. And syempre, the intimacy. Then, I miss all of that for sure. Pero, I don't miss her. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
I miss having a partner around, but I don't miss her. And then, doon ko na kita na, okay, this is what moving on is like. Na, okay, I don't miss her because of this stuff that she did to me na sobrang nakakasira ng buhay. Pero, the parts that suck, it's because of just, you know, again, like you said, na pag minsan gigising ka and then there's no one to text. Yung empty feeling lang of coping with that. Ikaw, how do you cope with that? Like, dealing with the sad feelings.
I'm at loss. No, kasi, ako naman kasi, I work full-time.
Yeah.
So, you know, literally, like 2-3 hours after that breakup, I had to go to work and put my game face on, and, you know, I work in hospitality, so I face customers, I face a lot of people. So I have to compose myself, kumbaga, na parang
agad, yeah.
No, I'm okay.
May posisyon ka pa naman.
Oh. It's not just like, you know, hindi naman ako basta-basta, alam mo yung waiter lang. So I have to be, you know, that right headspace, you know, to be at work. I think that helped me a lot. Me a lot in a sense of, yes, keeping myself busy, you know, keeping my head occupied. Just do stuff that I wasn't, you know, able to do before, you know. A week after ng breakout namin, I got my first tattoo. Which na, ayaw niya eh. Oo. So, parang, okay, sige. Wala pala tayo, Papatattoo ako. Pero pangalan niya nakalagay.
GG ka naman. Move on pa.
Hindi, nagpatattoo ako. And then, ano pa ba? Ayun, talagang career, yun nga, ito rin sinabi ko rin na career development. I really focused on that. And you know, just recently, again, then, you know, I got my promotion then. And I think, you know, some things happen for a reason, you know. I think within that relationship din kasi, I feel like, you know, I was being complacent with where I am. So I'm not really pushing myself. So after that breakup, you know, every time I feel sad, you know, I do something. Late night gaming. Gaming with you. Tayo lang din, you know. With you,
you're unwinding, yeah.
Parinya Brothers. You know, those people, those support people. Yeah, exactly. Yun. Yun yung importante, yung support. What do you call that? Support foundation, is that what you call it? Basically
support
like a support
system.
There you go, support system.
Yeah.
Yung pinaka-importante, you know, just to how to manage those painful, sad feelings. Yeah, ikaw.
I think that's the best parang it's the best healing pill for me. It's talking to people that I haven't talked to for a long time kasi
I remember
again,
you were
were
telling
in-
me one time na people na hindi mo nakausap for a long
For a
time,
long
even
time.
high school. Started coming up to you like, hey, you okay, that. That's good.
Well, kasi part of it is I'm expressive. So after the breakup, I posted songs or whatever. May mga story akong malungkot, and I would get na it's just me expressing, but I would also get na it's kind of a call for help if I look back into it. And then that's why I would get it na people will start chatting up and asking what's up or whatever. And again, being in a relationship for 10 years na very exclusive because of trust issues nga, 'di ba? Parang I don't get to talk to a lot of people, and honestly I didn't mind because if you don't want me to talk to all these other people pero you're happy with me, and then sige, that's why ganun ako eh.
Yeah.
And then but right now I get to talk to other people, and then I don't know, been the best healing pill. And also in times na medyo torn ka na parang may mali ba sa akin or siya ba mali? May kulang ba sa akin kung bakit siya nag-cheat? May ganun na feeling for sure. Like, what's with the guy that I don't have or whatever. But talking to these people, sila yung nagre-reinforce lagi nung fact na sige, kahit may kulang ka or may mali ka or kahit hindi na niya gusto, whatever she did that hurt a lot, that didn't have to happen. That's unjustifiable. It's her choice. And then, that's something na I have to keep reminding myself of. And if I can't do that, I talk to other people, and in some way, they remind me of that. So yeah, support system for sure. Yeah, I mean, oras mo, syempre, you can always distract yourself. Pero sometimes when yung utak mo bakante na kasi patulog ka na, that's the worst part actually. Doon na nanapak lahat eh.
Sa gabi, then, bago ka matulog.
Kasi wala ka nang ginagawa eh. And then, that's talking to people, support system. I know a lot of people going through hard stuff that they don't like being open about their feelings, but I promise it's ang laking weight ang nawawala sa'yo when you talk to other people, even through the worst stuff, really. Ayun.
Well, that's good, man. I mean,
damn, son.
That was a lot of download there. just there, just there, and then just looking back to your relationships, that, and to where you are. I actually applaud you for being able to talk about it this soon. No? A month, and tama ba? A month or 2 months?
It's a month, yeah. Yun nga din weird eh. Parang
just over a month.
The first couple of days, akala ko talaga hindi ka babangon, and then people are saying na it's gonna get better, pero talagang hindi mo feel na kasi durog na durog ka eh. Parang paano ko babangon nito, nakapakasakit, ano yun? But I don't know, it just happens. They I think the best feeling for me na parang na feel ko na nag-move on ako was that yun nga, when I realized that I miss her, I miss having a partner, but I don't miss her. So parang okay, my mind's organized now. I don't need to have her back. I just may longing lang ako for company, really, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's
Oops.
that.
Teka lang.
Oops.
And that calls for a quick rehydrate.
Water break. Yeah.
Water break.
I'm sad.
Kahit na hindi tubig.
Ay.
Mga otits, wag
Damn,
na
that was a lot.
kalimutang-
That was a lot to unload, grabe.
Kaya kailangan talaga natin yung water break na yun. Mga otits, huwag nyo kakalimutan mag-rehydrate palagi.
Yup. Anyway, next. What happens next?
I guess
I
we
mean,
go...
we move on. That's the thing. This is the best explanation.
we always quote Friends. You know, the TV series Friends.
Yeah, and actually, now that I'm watching it, parang a lot of cheating happened in that series.
Sa
Grabe.
buong series na yun. Ay, actually, 10
Oo.
years din yun, Lex, ha?
Oo, yun nga eh. Parang, napanood din naman yun. Wala ba siya natutunan dun?
Parang, di ba, parang nangyayari na to, iwasan ko na to. Hindi eh.
Oo, hindi eh. Ginaya. Gusto maging
ginaya.
friends.
Oo. Anyway, speaking of Friends, there is this thing called Chandler Bing's moving on phases.
Yep.
Did you go through those phases? Obviously, some of them doesn't really apply to us. Kasi
Apply,
some
yeah.
of them,
Well, what was
The-
phase one? Phase one was sweatpants, right?
Sweatpants, yes. Sweatpants.
Yeah, sweatpants.
So,
that was the first few days. Na parang,
just to give a
Crocs.
quick context to the listeners na din, baka
Yeah.
hindi nila narinig
Gets.
itong sweatpants phase before. This is when one of the characters of that TV series got cheated on, and his first phase was just staying in the room wearing his sweatpants for
not
a
moving,
long
just
period,
staying there.
a long period of time.
Yeah.
So did you?
And then identify ng friends nila na parang, well, wala tayong magagawa dyan. Nasa sweatpants phase
Sweatpants
pa siya.
phase
It's
pa
only
lang siya,
phase
oo.
one. Well, sweatpants phase, yeah, of course, dude. That you parang 10 years you were in one direction and then that would be ripped out of you. So, syempre, hindi mo alam yung gagawin. People kept telling me na this is the time to look at yourself, spend time for yourself. I don't know how to do that. Because 10 years it was someone else. I don't know how to think about myself. So parang, syempre, and then, the sadness and the pain and all that, talagang lulubog ka lang. Wala kang energy. Yun nga, wala kang energy. So you just stay in your sweatpants. Though, I don't know how sweatpants mainit sa Pilipinas.
Maong.
Pero, maong. Maong face.
Maong face.
But yeah, I did have that. Ikaw, well, you had work, a lot of work going on.
Well, busy ako sa work, pero when I get home na yun na nga yung at the end of the night na I'll go to bed, or when I'm on my days off, mostly the first 2 to 3 weeks you'll find me just in my room, just in my bed, sleeping, if not sleeping, just there. Just there in my I do actually have a sweatpants, and I'm even wearing one now. Just yun lang. May time na may time na parang kasi 2 days off ako, magkadikit na palagi. Parang the next day off ako ulit. So on my last day off, parang doon mo yung time na marirealize mo, parang shit, kailangan ko na maligo.
Baho.
Baho.
Bantot.
Kailangan ko na maligo.
Pero yeah,
Anyway,
I think that's a phase na people tell us na ramdaman mo pero wag mo tambayan.
Oo, tama. Oo. Kasi
you like feel the pain, you feel the
oo.
sadness eh.
I think
Pero it's daanan mo siya, kumbaga.
One way of healing din talaga is to understand the pain. Understand why you're feeling the pain. And then looking back to that pain, bakit ko siya naramdaman? And what can I do to make myself feel better?
And
Which
not
gets
gonna lie, from time to time it's gonna hit again, even weeks after.
Yeah.
But
Which
I
think
at least you've been through it. Na at least may nagkaroon ka, may thought na okay, I felt this before, iniyakan ko na rin to or whatever. Pero just like all those moments na nangyari dati, naging okay din naman ako, at least for a while. Yeah, maybe I'm feeling this now, pero at least it gets better. So it's nice to acknowledge that you're feeling that you're going through that. Kumbaga, to know the situation, know the enemy or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. No, just understanding the pain.
But again, don't stay there for sure.
No, definitely. Which leads us to phase 2.
Phase 2.
phase 2 is getting drunk and go to a strip club. Obviously, we won't do the latter part of phase 2 unless you did, Lex. I mean,
Hindi, tol, COVID ngayon.
Okay,
Mukha bang gumaganda Pilipinas?
Tama.
Tsaka
Anyway.
hindi ko alam kasi saan may ganun eh.
Mamaya sa feelings sa'yo. The joke lang, wala. Getting drunk. Ang hirap tuloy i-segue. Ano? did
Joke
you...
lang, wala.
For sure you did.
I did
you
what?
actually, yung getting drunk phase.
I didn't get drunk, but I did drink with friends for sure.
I think that's when you get actually, an actual meaningful conversation with your friends, especially with your close friends. Kasi your close friends would just, tell you, or even not even tell you. Minsan pagtitripan ka pa eh. Diba? Pero when you get into that, tipsy, almost getting drunk bit of drinking, that's when real shit comes out. Diba? Real talk tayo, real tea lang to, real tea.
And then syempre once you let out a lot of feelings, doon ka na rin magiging you kind of like give space for other feelings na inside you since nalabas mo na. So dyan yung mga again, support system. Na uy, tol, tingnan mo to. Single ka naman, di ba? Gagano'n to sa'yo papakita sa yung Facebook profile. Siyempre, nasa sa'yo yun kung ready ka or not or whatever. Siyempre, do what's right for sure. Pero again, like phase 2 of friends, it helps you picture yourself with other people. Na, it's not just that
which is
person.
phase 3. That is phase 3.
Oh, yeah. Which leads you there nga to from phase 2 to phase 3. You kind of think about, hindi lang siya yung tao sa mundo. No? May ibang tao pa pala sa mundo. And I think that's important to know din na, again, you don't stay at where you are. Like, pakiramdaman mo for sure, pero wag mo tambayan. And that helps you move on. Na, okay, maybe you're not ready to have another relationship after going through whatever you went through. Pero at least, alam mo may ibang tao na hindi lang siya yung para sa'yo or whatever. Something cliche like that.
It's not, itong phase 3 has a very thin line between, doing it right and being creepy as fuck. So obviously,
yeah, for sure.
I'm sure you are, and ako din, sigurado ko sa sarili ko. Tunog hugas kamay, Hindi, just for those other people na, going through these phases, na, just do it responsibly, I think. Yeah,
and syempre, it's not bad to know other people and make friends.
Of course, yeah.
And syempre, as people then, there's a certain level of respect na kailangan mong abutin.
I think we need to rephrase this. Picture yourself with other people by meeting other people, meeting
and
other
knowing
people.
other people.
I think kasi
just be open with that.
As your friends would tell you, what you want to hear, when you're going through a breakup and all that. These new people, when you actually open up with them, they'll tell you, like straight to your face kung ano talagang tingin nila. Diba na parang wala, hindi mo kasalanan 'yan. Diba? Tangin na yun. Wag mo nang iyakan yan. Diba?
Yun nga. That's the point. Wag mo nang iyakan yan. It means you don't have to look at that person anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's been nice. I'm not gonna lie, I've been knowing more people now, and wala rin naman ng intentions to be in another relationship, pero like I wouldn't get to do this before. Know more people.
Which leads us to phase 4, Lex. Have you been into well, it's only been a month or so. Have you actually talked to other people already where there's flirting
no.
Tawag dito, where there's like flirting then na
Yeah.
involved.
Yun nga eh. dito lumalabas yung pagkatito eh. Kasi hindi ako marunong. Like, okay, na-add ko na. Paano i-chat?
Oo, actually.
Hello.
We had those nights.
Anong favorite mong exit sa SLEX? Parang ganun, di ba sasabihin?
Anong favorite mong number sa electric pan? Ganun questions. Hindi, sa totoo, I agree with you. Same with me. Like, it's been 5 months. And like, you would think na I would have already talked with to someone already na, in a flirty kind of way. But in reality, I don't think I have. There was, pero nothing really,
happened to
meaningful came out of it. Pero
ako, parang alam kong hindi ako marunong. Well, besides knowing that I don't know how to flirt, wala rin ako sa mindset for that yet. At least not yet. Na parang, I just wanna know more people. Because for 10 years, yung mundo ko lumiit. And for those 10 years, I kinda didn't mind kasi yung malit na mundo na yun was with that person. So I didn't mind. I like the person. Pero now that wala na yun and such, parang, paano ba? Like, how do I know more people? Just, doon ako excited. Like, what are you into? What do you do?
I think,
like,
for me, I know we've been, itong recently lang na pinag-uusapan natin tong, knowing new people. And I'm finding new ways to actually know people. And I think what it falls down to is your self-confidence. I think for me I think that's the biggest like wall in front of me would be like that self-confidence.
For sure.
Would be that self-confidence. Like, am I attractive enough? Am I funny enough? Am I conversational, person enough?
Because in a way you get
that's
again complacent eh. Being in a relationship na okay, kahit ganito yung itsura ko pero love naman ako eh. May ganun na feeling. Pero right now parang you gotta put your best foot forward.
No, you have to every time you're going out of the house now, na kailangan you make sure na alam mo yung bagong ligo ka, maayos yung itsura mo, maayos yung buhok mo, maayos yung damit mo. Before, when I was in a relationship, it was just like, bahala na, alis na ako.
Ako to, love naman ako eh.
Oo, so parang after, paano pa sa'yo kasi 10 years, di ba? Parang ako nga lang na 4 years na parang I already forgot how to flirt, how to, talk to, come up to people. Hey, my name is Edward. Madalas ka dito. Hey. Bakit very 2000s?
Very 2000. Very tito.
Very tito.
Yeah. Pero I guess all of these phases, as well, may parts na talagang tatama yung self-confidence mo, may parts na hindi mo alam yung gagawin, and sometimes you kind of go back to phase 1. That happened to Chandler, right? He went back to phase 1 at some point.
Oh, yes, yeah. Sabi nila, you can go back a phase, but you can't go back in time. So, okay lang yun. So, if you are going through these phases, that's okay to go back a phase. Pero, I think the most important thing, though, is teka lang. Water break muna.
Water break muna bago tayong manuyot.
And we're back. We're
back.
I was just saying, the last phase.
The last phase, yeah.
The last phase, I think, for me, would be the very redundant or very most important phase of moving on.
Yeah.
It is acceptance.
Yeah.
Have you a month ago, Lex? I mean, it has been a month past. Can you tell yourself na I've accepted it?
Honestly, it's not one thing eh. Well, medyo tanggap ko na okay, hindi na kami. Tanggap ko na rin na if we went back together, it's not gonna be nice anymore. Tanggap ko na rin na, this whole separation of just not being able to message someone. Pero ang hindi ko ma-accept actually is ba't nyo na ginawa? Parang kaya mo yun. na after all these years of me doing my best, and sometimes my best falls short, or what I know that. Pero kaya pala ng tao manakit ng ganun. And yeah, I'm still struggling with that. Sometimes I go back to phase 1 because of that. Not gonna lie. Pero yeah, I don't think I'll be in phase 5 without accepting that yet. But also, again, I'm trusting and feeling this whole process because, I know at the end it will get better, and that will be healing, really. So now I trust the people that said it will get better. And I didn't believe them at first, but it does. It really
will
does.
get better.
And I don't know
It
why.
will get better.
But it just does get better.
It might take a while, but it'll get better.
Yeah.
Ako naman, siguro, it took me a while then to accept na wala na. Especially the way we broke up and the reasons why we broke up. And I had those times na inisip ko, paano bumalik akong Pilipinas? Just to be with her. Anong gagawin ko dun? Ay, yung mga ganong times, no? It was
yeah, you think about that for sure.
It's just, sobrang hirap lang tanggapin agad-agad. Pero somehow, a part of me already accepts it. Na parang, okay, this is what she wants in her life. This is what I want in my life. And, no matter how long the relationship was, talagang meron kayong hindi pareho ng gusto. So, that's...
You have to,
That's my acceptance, eh.
Well, that gives... That at least points you to healing. And, and once you've healed, that's where you kind of like... Doon mo mararamdaman na, okay, single na ako ulit. I can start.
So the biggest question would
again.
be,
yeah.
How do you start over again? Diba?
And how do you do it? Papareto ka ba?
Sobra.
The dating apps ka ba?
May kilala ko, Reto Lord. Message nyo kung gusto nyo magpareto. Shoutout sa'yo, Reto Lord. kahit wala sa Pilipinas, ang daming nire-reto niya. Ano ba? Dating apps. Diba? Dating apps.
I haven't tried dating apps. I'm scared to try dating apps.
Anyway, we can talk about that more. About how to start over again in our next episode.
Yeah, in our next episode. So you can listen to our podcast on Spotify and Facebook and YouTube. You can join our discussion through Twitter using the hashtag Newly Single Titos Podcast.
And also follow us on Facebook and Instagram with our social media handle at Newly Single Titos Podcast to stay updated on our podcast. And that has been your first NSTP episode.
First episode.
Grabe.
Damn.
Ang bigat. It's been about 40. Actually, ang bigat niya, Alexa. Hindi ko na-expect na, oh my God, ganun. Ang dami pala natin pag-uusapan. And we're not even... I think hindi pa natin nasa-scratch yung kalahati ng topic na yun.
There's so much more deep stuff happening there.
Which we'll have more time in our next episode. So,
yeah.
We'll see you in the next one. And again, this is Edward.
This is Lexus. Have a great day, guys.
Have a great day, guys. Bye.